Well, good morning, and I thought I better post today. I haven't posted in a while. Um, I really am struggling still, and it's so stupid. And I know, for instance, like I was having a hard time with my body. I mean, I'd lost so much weight, and I was skinny, and I looked unhealthy, and I still feel like I look unhealthy. However, I've gained all my weight back. Matter of fact. Because of the difference between my body fat percentage, I've actually need to lose weight. I don't fit in my clothes, and I want to fit in my clothes, and I'm happy with my body. I'm not like freaking that I'm fat or overweight. I'm happy with the way my body looks. However, it's just as important that I fit in my clothes, because I have a lot of clothes from that size, and I don't want to. I like them, and I want to fit in them. It's not a lot. I mean, just it's a couple inches in the waist, and a couple inches in the hips. Not even, maybe an inch. They're just that much too tight. So anyway, that's on the agenda. And I'm working at it's just about working out more than eating. I'm not, like I said, I'm not like going, oh my gosh. As soon as the weather's nice and I'm out walking every day and or doing my exercises, which I've been doing pretty regularly. I'm a little lazy, but not horribly. I'm struggling with the way I look in my face and my hair, and I haven't had that struggle in a very long time. So it's hard on me. It's hard when you pass by a mirror and you're used to being okay looking in it, and now I just pass it by. I don't want to look in it, and I look the other way, and that's not a good sign. I've, worked really hard before I got sick to be able to look in the mirror, and now I can't again, and it bothers me, and I know that it's not. I really don't like the way I look. I mean, I don't like my hair, and it's just a matter of it growing out. I did learn that this kind of chemo, or if it's the transplant, I don't know, but our hair grows back curly, and the nurse told me that a lot of people don't like it, and I think I'll be fine with it. I don't mind the curly, but once it grows, I mean, I need to have length, because it's kind of fuzzy, and it's just, I don't like it. I can't do anything with it, really. I get it. I've gotten it trimmed up a couple times just to, so that when it grows out a little nicer, that, the hair meets better. Kind of bring this up to this and kind of come down. But I'm really unhappy with it, and I wish I wouldn't have colored it. I think I liked it better purple, but I didn't want to keep it purple for the rest of my life. I got to look for a job and kind of be a little bit more presentable that way. I'm struggling too because I can't wear contacts yet. I'm going to ask about that. I think I just have to wait right about a year. There's some medicine I'm on. It's immune suppressants. And once I'm off of those for a couple weeks and my body's back to, having more immunity, then then I'll be able to, I think, wear my contacts and work in the yard and things like that I've missed. Or I might have to wait till my year until I get some shots and things. The yard work too is really kind of bothering me. When it's nice, I don't, my daughter's doing it all, and I'm like, I can mow. I mean, I have an electric or a gas mower. I can push it. And you just stop if you're not but I'm in that good of shape now. I mean, if I can walk 2 miles in a half an hour, I can mow. There's no reason why I can't. So I can't wait to start doing that again. And the reason why that I'm not allowed to do yard work and pulling weeds and digging is there's a lot of spores that come from the soil and plants that they can get into your lungs. And when you don't have a super strong immunity, you can really get sick. It can present itself a problem. So, once I can start doing a few more things, I feel better when I work out, for sure, because I feel more human. The painting helps, but I think I need to learn how to be okay with myself. Now, I go to the University of Colorado hospital. Um, Great hospital, top in the nation, especially for the blood disorders and cancer, actually, and everything. I mean, it's got some really good benefits and um, really good areas. They're like, again, they're top in the country as a hospital in itself. So feel really good about it. And they have a whole blood disorder team. And I don't know what other sicknesses they have the whole team for, but with this kind of sickness, you are down and out for quite some time. So they have social workers helping you with insurance and grants and disability and all the things that you need, because literally most people are out of work for at least a year. If you're counting from the time of diagnosis, it's probably 15 months or more. You're kind of down and out. I couldn't work from the time I was diagnosed because it was, I was in the hospital the first time for, 30 days. I was only out for less than a month, but even though I was out, I was going back twice a week. And then I went back for a week, and then, so you just can't. And that's anybody that goes through this. And some people it takes longer than a year, and some people it takes shorter than a year, but a year from transplant, which is about 15 months from diagnosis. So, you need all that help. Well, I do have part of the team as a psychiatric group, counselors, psychologists, things of that nature. And I think it's really important. And it's so funny that it was really important to me to be able to have someone to talk to when I was first diagnosed before my actual transplant. Then after that, I think you're so sick and so tired and don't feel well that it's not a big deal. Your emotions, they don't even come up because you just don't feel well enough for them. But then you start feeling well again, and you need that again. You need to, because you're better and you're physically, healing, and your body feels like it should be able to do things that, you're still working on. I have to say, I was very strong before, and I'm building my muscles, and they're coming back fairly quickly. So I'm not unhappy with that, but it just takes a while. And, you have to remember that when you're going through something like this, that you haven't been physically active for a year or 9 months. And part of that was losing all that muscle. I mean, from end of June to, January, December, I didn't have any muscle. I didn't have any fat or muscle. You actually literally, it goes away. And when you're that sick, you're not walking around. You're not even getting up off the couch. So, from that kind of chemo and that, and I don't think people realize that transplant's really hard on your body too. And it just drains you. So you have the chemo draining you and the transplant draining you, and so it takes a bit. And, but anyway, the counseling part has really been helpful now. There's issues that I have to work on, and that, when you feel better, they start becoming more apparent to you. So, whereas I knew, I had issues being thin, but I knew that would come around. And then just the same thing. I do know that eventually I'll be able to look in the mirror again. Again, it's just hard. I don't know how other people feel about it, about that part, but I know that my looks were important to me because right before I got sick, it was the first time I really, liked myself that way. So to have that taken away and me not being that happy with myself, which again, it's silly, I know. It doesn't seem like it's that important. So people go, well, you're alive and you're physically well and you're, moving around and you can do things. And, but it's hard, like you're used to something and it's taken away from you. It's hard. And it's real. It's not, people can't, say, oh, be strong. Oh, well, it takes a while. And sometimes you can be strong, and I am, but some days you just can't be. You need to not be. If I have to be strong for a year, it's a long time to not be able to just breathe. And I'm able to breathe now. Still got, things to come around, but it's much better. So this is a way too long video, but I haven't talked for a while. So for those of you who are interested, here it is. So take care, and I'll try to post sooner than later.